Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void! Today we have a game between Lilipolo and Tdog on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Tdog from KSAP. And at the top left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is lilipolo, which I'm sure is something super obscene in Spanish or Italian or some other language, and I just don't understand it. Alright, so a ZVP edition of Into the Void. I'm not sure we've had one of these in a while. If you'd like your replay to be featured on Into the Void, make sure it is bronze or silver league level and send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. My screeners will look at them. The best ones will be chosen. And you will be internet famous if you get chosen. Look at the drone skin here. It's all feathery and spiky all up the back and on the sides. They kind of look like stingrays or something. Little stingrays. I guess they always kind of look like that, but especially so this way. I'm not sure why. Probe comes in, just checking things out. Does see the extractor, sees the pool, sees there's not an expansion, which either means some early aggression or else Tdog doesn't recognize he can go hatch first against Protoss and not actually die. So this probe might be trying to block this. Look at this block at Into the Void level. Can he get it? I mean, he's taking a lot of shots, which is not good news. Tdog doesn't have enough for the hatchery quite yet anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now he does. Now he does, and he's chased the probe away. No, they came back in. The juke. Oh, no, in the pylon. Oh, he can't. What the? That was a roller coaster. He tries to get the pylon down the second time, but gets killed first. And Tdog is not doing anything with 400 minerals right now. He's making a couple lings and a queen, but he still has enough for a hatch. Dude, get a hatch. Pro tip from Falcon Paladin. Get a second hatch in Legacy of the Void. One hatch plays just don't work. You're going to start floating a ton of minerals. Even if you try to flood roaches, you can't keep up your production on your hatchery, even with good injects, on one hatchery worth of income. So, okay, thank goodness. He is expanding now. He heard me. Said, Falcon, you are correct. Meanwhile, back in Protoss land, we got a cybernetics core on the way, got an expansion, got one gas, should probably have a second gas coming up if you just want to mimic what the pros are doing. And really, there's nothing wrong with that at this level. If you just mimic what the pros are doing for build orders, you're going to be in a pretty good spot in the bronze and silver league. You're going to see a lot of weird build order stuff that's not efficient and not good. So if you're making good decisions in the early game, you will have a major advantage. If you go to lotv.spawningtool.com, there's a build orders section where you can look at basic build orders the pros use, GM level players use, and you can follow those. It's just directions. At this supply, make this. At this supply, make this. Wall off here. Pretty straightforward, I would say. So Ling's moving out across the map here for a Tdog. Got a quick adept on the way. Another gateway coming in, and that second gas is now warping in for lilipolo as well. Tdog sending up some Lings, 6 Zerglings. And might be able to kill this adept. No, good micro on the adept. Getting back and holding that position. Look at this wall from lilipolo. That's what I'm talking about. This person knows. This person knows build orders and how to use them. Still stuck in silver though, which is a bit of a problem. But you keep this up, you'll get out. You'll get out eventually. I really don't know who wins this game because I don't watch him in advance. It could be the Protoss player. Who knows? Not me and not you. That's for sure. Unless you sent this in which case, welcome. I'm glad your replay was chosen. Double pylon here inside the main base. You do want pylons around your main base, around your nexuses, so you can photon overcharge them in case of problems. Ooh, here comes a lot of Lings, though. This is a number of Zerglings. This is 10. 10 of them. They're going to get through photon overcharge, and they're going to try to get through the adept anyway. They do, but then they retreat. No. As long as you're through, don't make the sacrifice of all of your Lings be in vain. Get in there. Get some scouting action on. There isn't enough for a second overcharge for lilipolo. Try to kill some of these probes and get up here in the main base. Could have done some good work, but instead the Lings, you traded, what is this, 7 Zerglings for an adept? I mean, it's not the worst situation ever. What are we looking at? Exactly 175 resources lost for each player at this point, so it's pretty even. But I don't know, just for the scouting, it would have been nice. Not that there's anything to scout. There is no higher tech for lilipolo at all. Having a hard time with the gas income, surprisingly. Has 2 assimilators fully saturated, but I think might have just started fully saturating the second assimilator just a minute ago or so. It is a Stargate. It is a Stargate opening here from lilipolo. So this could be an Oracle opening, which in the hands of Lobby's Oracles are fairly hit and miss, right? It's hard to make good use of them with Queens and Widowmines running around. Overlord does scout in. Wow, a Sloverlord scout. Unfortunately, didn't see anything. Did not see these gateways coming up. Has he scouted the Stargate? No, he doesn't know about the Stargate either. This is not good for the Zerg player. He's trying to scout. He's doing his best. He's just blind. Unfortunately. This is about third base timing for Tdog, if not a little bit sooner. I mean, once you see your opponent has a second Nexus up, take that third. Just do it. Take the third. It's going to help you so much in the mid game. You'll be pleased. Roaches and Lings here defending for Tdog. Our Protoss friend is working on an Oracle. Holy shamoly. All right, here we go. Production tab back up. Oracle is Rich Martha. Rich Martha was a botanist on Ire until the Conclave decided that botany was illegal, as all food should be warped in. Rich Martha then became poor, though she still insisted on being called Rich Martha. Rich Martha decided to become an Oracle pilot to fund her expensive tastes. Oh, they pay Oracle pilots. I didn't know that. I didn't know you got a salary. Maybe it's a bonus structure. Everything you kill, you get money for it. That'd be nice. Why are you coming home? What are we worried about here? Are you going to help knock down a building with your pulsar beam? Don't do that. Don't do that. Ooh, oh, I think there was an F2 situation there. No. No. Rich Martha has her own hotkey. That's not what that is. Why did you come home? I don't understand. The mysteries of Into the Void are deep. Deep and strong. Resonating waves coming on in here for the Adepts. Third base is on the way from Tdog. He heard me. He heard me there as well. Little do you know, I have the ability to speak through the casts and talk to people, especially lower level players. I tell them what they should do next. Cleo Reconstitution kicking on in right now, and a Spire follow-up from Tdog. Baneling Nest too. And here we go. There is only a queen here, and no, you gotta focus down the drones. See, this is the problem. Takes a lot of micro to focus down the drones and not worry about getting shot in the head. So far, so good from Rich Martha, though. 4 kills for an Into the Void. Oracle is actually above par. That was great. Or below par? How does that work? So in golf, you want to be below par. That's under par also can mean bad. I'm having so many confusing thoughts about the English language in my head right now. I really don't know what to say. Third base, third Nexus warping in right now from lilipolo. And Roach is sitting here for Tdog. Oracle, Rich Martha hanging out with her 4 kills. Her shields are regenerated. Might as well come back in for another round. But there is a Spore Crawler in the main base and a Spore Crawler at the natural base. So that's good. Third base doesn't have any static defense, but that's fine because there are no drones here to kill. And just basically making Hydra, Roach, and Ling for Tdog. It's not bad. It's not bad. 36 drones at the 7.5 minute mark for Tdog is not good, but his army size is fairly efficient. Stalker trying to kill a Slow Overlord here, scouting around this third base location. Did he know about the third? He doesn't know about the third. Should have snuck over there just a little bit further. You would have been okay. You know what would be really amazing here is there is Banelings. There is Banelings. Oracle coming back in. Look at these. Oh, picking up the drones on the edges. Oh, almost dead. 4 hit points, but up to 8 kills. Big Martha, you are in the Hall of Fame for Oracles for Into the Void. You totally are. Congratulations, you made it. I think there's only one of you so far, so it might be lonely, but we'll see if we can get more in future times. It's just, man, usually Oracles fly in and just go to their deaths and Into the Void games, but pretty good micro on display here. APM, again, like 70 for these players, so it's not hugely impressive, but, you know, it's not terrible. I don't think this is bronze. I'm pretty sure this is silver level. Adepts and sentries. 1, 2, 3, 4 sentries. An Adept sentry with a single Stalker push on the way. I feel like Roach Hydra is the way to go here. Roach is tanking the damage from the Adepts, and Hydra is dealing the damage behind the scenes. Force fields can make a difference, but again, this is Into the Void. We can't count on the force fields being good in any sense. Not any kind of a sense at all. Can they be good? Immortal under production. Observer coming in too. Recognizing observers are so good in this game. In case there's lurkers, in case there's burrow banelings, in case there's burrow roaches. Observer, there are so many situations where you'll tell yourself, man, I wish I had an observer. If you don't have one, you will feel terrible about yourself. 49 to 40 harvesters. Lilipolo has a good worker lead. That third base is done and is saturated as well. Some saturation here at Tdog's third. At the same time, Blink coming in. Man, Lilipolo really researching a lot of stuff, getting +2 ground attack. At the same time, the problem is, in general, if you leave a Zerg player alone this long, bad things will happen to you. However, okay, Tdog is now making 6 drones at a time. Should actually pull even with Tdog in that worker count, getting +2 missile attack on his own, so he'll be able to match the upgrades of the Protoss forces. And Lilipolo decides 9:30 is time to move out, or at least pretend like you're going to move out, and then actually just kind of sneak back up here instead and wait for this Immortal. Yes, Immortal's very good against Roaches, bad against Lings and Hydras though. So it's kind of it's a big game of paper, rock, scissors. Hydras are bad against Adepts. And roaches are bad against immortals, but vice versa, it's actually not a bad situation. The lings need to stay alive is what we need here. And again, adepts with the resonating glaives kill lings so fast. They two-shot them, but they just shoot faster with resonating glaives, and it kills them in a much smaller amount of time. Observer flies into the third base of Tdog and sees, okay, there's really nothing defending this. I say we move out. All right, Observer for Tdog sneaking up here as well. Did he see that? I think he did. Whether he noticed it or not is another question. This third base might just straight up die, which would be just horrible news for the Zerg player. It's Revelation tossed down by Rich Martha. Where are you, Rich Martha? Oh, you're over here. There you are, up there. Meanwhile, Force Fields. Oh, Force Field's keeping some of these roaches far away. Look at these drones going down. Some Hydras do sneak in. The Stalker's dead. The Immortal needs to focus down. No, Immortals. No, don't walk up here. You were doing so well. Taking direct fire from Hydralisks. And roaches, though. The third base is going to be saved because the Immortals didn't focus it down. I know I talk a lot about guaranteed damage. That was some good guaranteed damage. That was 21 drones killed, but could have got the hatch, too. All your units died anyway. Use the Immortals to finish off the hatchery, and I think you'll be fine. Tdog is a little bit too intimidated for a counterattack, although I think it would work right now. It is 7 Hydralisks and 8 roaches with 24 lings against 8 Stalkers and 2 Immortals and an Oracle. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, Photon Overcharge is the great equalizer here from lilipolo, but we're going to try it anyway. Tdog's going to try to do this thing. He's in a pretty good position, and by that I mean he's down 20 workers to his opponent, but he didn't lose his third base, and his army's a lot bigger. Army size is 2,600 for the Protoss compared to 43 for the Zerg. Storm is being researched, though, and a lot of Adepts are just now warping in. That's good. Adepts, if nothing else, are tanky. A lot of Stalkers here, too. I don't know if Stalker is what you want against Ling, Roach, Hydra. All three of those things are great against Stalkers. Pulling back to the center of the map is Tdog. And working that +3. Woo, +3 at 11 minutes and 50 seconds for lilipolo. That is just dead. Dead impressive. All right, so Roaches, Hydras, Banelings, and Lings trying to sneak on up here. Third base. In a lot of trouble here, but a good warping of Zealots. Banelings crashing into all of them, immediately removing them from the game. Photon Overcharge Pylon dies immediately as well. Some Roaches and Hydras trying to hold off the defenses. It's a bit of a 300 situation here. They're holding the incoming forces of the Protoss while some... Oh, once again, the third base I think is going to survive because they turn their attention away from it. He's trying to win this thing straight up. Is he dropping Changelings into this battle? Something's happening here. Adepts standing in the middle of the Zerg army for some reason. I don't know what it is, but Immortals taking a lot of damage here from the Hydras in the back. Again, Roaches are dying quickly, but Immortals dying quickly at the same time. It's going to come down to the wire here. The Hydras, again, the Adepts are so good against Hydralisks, but the Hydra is clearing out the Adepts pretty quickly as well with their +2 attack and +1 armor. And no, the Hydras are all going to die. Big warping of Zealots, charge lots, making it happen there. That was action-packed. Action-packed attack. Ling run by attempted. No, up here. Up here, Lings. Where are you going? All right, Ling's coming into third base to try to finish it off. lilipolo is in a lot of trouble right now. Ling's getting that surround action. +1 armor on them. Means they're going to do okay, but look at the Zealots just having a field day. 6 kills on that Zealot before it dies. Wow, that was very cost-efficient for the Zealots for sure. Roaches trying to finish off these Stalkers, but there just aren't enough of them. There's only 3. Some Lings are coming in as well. Going to attack once more into this is Tdog. He's just kind of throwing his units into this meat grinder. More Roaches joining the fight. That's what Guerrilla Reconstitution is all about. This +2 missile attack on the Roaches helping immensely as well. But look at the Adepts holding their own against the Roach. Stalker's dying, though. Stalker is always pretty bad against Roach, no matter what. Some Immortals joining the party for lilipolo as well. So both players are making units behind the scenes. Some Lings roll in way too late. Get evaporated. No Roaches. Bad decision. Bad decision. There's 2 Immortals here. Ugh. Yeah, they didn't kill anything. Just 3 Roaches completely dead. So resources lost now, 12,000. Make it 13 for Polo compared to 9,900 for Tdog. Still 3 base to 3 base. Both players took a lot of damage to their thirds, but nobody lost theirs yet, which is actually kind of amazing. Kind of an interesting little parallel there. Dang, Immortal count is back up to 4 for lilipolo. And again, army value, I think, yeah, look at that. Look at that. 3,800 for the Protoss compared to 800, 900 maybe for Tdog. All right, he's trying to go Infestation Pit. He's trying to drone back up is Tdog. I think that might have been a mistake. I think this counterattack of lilipolo is going to be real good Real good here. All right, so gathering the forces up by this third base, which again is already weakened. And what is there? What is there? There are 4 queens. There's only 4 queens. Tdog, no, he didn't rebuild his army. That's why this is Into the Void, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't rebuild his army. Lilipolo wanders on over and says, hey, I think I'll take down your third base and kill all of the drones here. How do you feel about that? Tdog obviously responds in the negative. A lot of roaches just popped, but as I previously mentioned, there are 4 immortals here with +3 attack doing 65 damage per shot versus armored units. So these roaches just don't stand a chance. If the Protoss player doesn't win this, I will eat my hat. So here we go. Roaches don't fight in the choke. You're so outnumbered, though. 109 to 54 total supply. Roaches getting just hammered by Zealots. Immortals crushing through them like they're not even there. Some Lings rolling down. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Tdog Stalkers going after Overseers. And I think that's going to be all she wrote for the Zerg player. 123 to 28 total supply. The natural base falls immediately to these +3 immortals. This is some of the best upgrade work we've ever seen in an Into the Void game. That is for sure. Some of these players, man, they are just ripe for promotion. That is for sure. All right, so Tdog hanging out inside his main base with 2 Ravagers. Does kill a couple Stalkers. Going to feel pretty good about that. But here comes a humongous Protoss army. Good corrosive bile hits, almost killing another Stalker there. Rich Martha's in here, joining the party as well, and that's a good game out of Tdog. Good game from Lilipolo as well. Tdog is defeated, and Lilipolo is victorious. We're going to let him sit here and wreck stuff while we kind of finish stuff up. But yeah, okay, so the lesson in this cast was never have 0 army. I mean, as a Zerg player, you could do that, but you need to scout. You need to scout and see when your enemy is moving out, so then you can make your roaches and lings instead of when they're killing your third base. It's too late then. You can drone up, and that's how you do that as Zerg, is you drone up and have minimal units for just some kind of defense, and then when the army moves out, then you make your army if you're just planning on playing that way, but you can't do it when they're attacking at your third and knocking on your front door, else this happens. Alright, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion when push comes to shove? There's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars, maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion when push comes to shove? And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.